Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about some very big and very impactful news coming out of the LCS world. This is involving CLOUD9 and their coaching situation for the new year. But first, before we get into this video, I just wanted to mention a few things. Of course, I'm recording this video on December 31st, 2022, the very last day of this year. And I just want to thank you guys so much for everything that has happened and everything we've been able to accomplish and everything we've done, and you guys just tuning into my videos in 2022. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been awesome. Thank you guys so much. I don't know exactly what 2023 has in store for me or esports or League of Legends esports or any of you guys, but I hope it will be great. I hope 2023 is everything you guys want it to be. Hopefully you guys can start the new year with some excitement, some refreshment, and I hope it's going to be a good one. 2022 was good and bad in a lot of ways, and I'm sure 2023 is going to be a lot of the same, but hopefully some more of the good than the bad. But just want to say thank you guys so much for everything. And then, of course, the sponsor of today's video is Prize Picks. This is daily fantasy made easy. Prize Picks is a really awesome site. It's simple and easy to use. Like I said, all you got to do is select more or less on player props involving players, teams, esports that are your guys' favorite. Whatever you guys follow, whatever you guys know a lot about and have a ton of knowledge about, you can put it to the test on Prize Picks. And of course, they've been offering all kinds of awesome promotions and extra things lately. It's been a great time to sign up for Prize Picks. It's just been a really cool and fun site to work alongside, but also watch grow throughout 2022. And I know 2023 is going to be a big year for Prize Picks as well. So if you guys want to check them out, big payouts, 24/7 live support, fast and secure withdrawals, definitely check out the first link in the description below. They're actually going to match your first deposit for new users up to $100. With that being said, let's get right into this. I know it's kind of a long intro, but wanted to wrap up the year as well. Here is the big news that came out from CLOUD9 just a couple of days ago. I was kind of been traveling around. I'm finally back in Miami. So I didn't get to talk about this maybe as quickly as I would have wanted to, but, still getting you guys the news within a couple of days, especially around the holidays. Hey, sorry, but I think that's still pretty decent. C9LOL tweeted out today, Max departs from CLOUD9 and our League of Legends team to pursue content creation. An amazing coach, friend, and content machine. Thank you, Max Waldo. Now, again, very surprising. Really crazy to hear this, especially because, like a lot of other people have said, I think I saw this tweet down here. No, not this one. We'll get to this one in a second. That's also a banger. But, somebody here said, wasn't he part of the team announcement? Seems a bit weird that a month later he's not with the team anymore. And I liked it. Maybe a kind of a weird, stupid tweet, but it is what a lot of people were thinking right off the bat, I think, because, yeah, Max Waldo was announced that he was going to be with the team. Now, hey, in 2022, Max Waldo was a huge part of the team. He was supposed to be the head coach, and then LS comes in. Now he's an assistant coach, and then he becomes a head coach, wins an LCS championship, takes his team to Worlds. He did a lot of great things. And whether you think Max was a good coach, bad coach, whatever, he was still a big part of what CLOUD9 was able to accomplish in 2022. And again, they were one of the most successful LCS teams. Whether you think they were that good or whatever, they were still better than all the other LCS teams, especially in the summer, especially, down the stretch. Now, this isn't maybe as big of a deal as it first seems like, or maybe as I first thought, because again, Max Waldo was not going to be the head coach for CLOUD9 in 2023. If I remember correctly, they have Mithy coming in to be the head coach, and Max Waldo was taking a step back. He was going to be working with Fudge in the top lane. Now, from what people say, Fudge has had a lot of success in the past when he has worked with Max Waldo, so it could be a big blow to Fudge and getting him to where he needs to be in 2023, especially with a very strong top lane pool in the LCS in 2023. It's definitely going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, Fudge is a very talented player, and especially at this stage in his career, a couple years into his LCS career, maybe doesn't need Max Waldo as much anymore, but having a great, kind of tool or whatever alongside him like Max Waldo could be great. But yes, Max Waldo was not going to be the head coach in 2023, so this maybe is not as big of a deal as it first seems, but it is a little bit strange. I never really thought Max Waldo was like that guy. I never really saw him as like an amazing head coaching candidate or anything like that. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, well, he was gonna be the head coach already before LS came in. CLOUD9 obviously believed in him and saw something great in him and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I think he was an okay head coach, but I always thought he was gonna be better off as like an assistant or a positional coach or whatever. And I just think that those positions are probably a little bit more replaceable. I do think, especially on this short of notice, C9 is going to feel the loss of Max Waldo, and I think Max Waldo was a good guy guy to have in the LCS scene. You know, he was an interesting and funny personality. He did give some good answers and good interviews occasionally, and I do think he is a smart guy who definitely helped CLOUD9 a lot. But like I said, this isn't as impactful as, you know, losing their head coach a couple of weeks before the season starts, but it's still kind of weird timing. I do think it is kind of a big story. And the interesting part is, one, I thought this tweet from Tenacity was hilarious. He said, finally, fraud Waldo has been fired. CLOUD9 needs someone who isn't afraid to push players and set expectations. Somebody like Reginald would be a great fit for the vacant coaching role. And this is just absolutely hilarious to me because, one, funny tweet. Two, it is something that a lot of people were saying, you know, people being like, oh, C9 Systems at it again. It's like, no, Max Waldo is choosing to leave CLOUD9. It's not like CLOUD9's firing him. It's not like, you know, C9 System, you know, strikes again and another LS friend or another LS disciple's out the door because CLOUD9 can't keep doing stupid stuff or whatever. It's not like that. Max Waldo has chosen to leave, but it's also funny because this is a Tenacity, a rookie player who he's played one game in the LCS, and it was like the preseason game or whatever, so he hasn't really even established himself as an LCS player yet, and he's dunking on Reggie, which is hilarious, savage, and it's just crazy and funny that Reginald has become this big of a laughing stock. It's like, you know, whose downfall has been crazy over the last couple of years, like Carlos, Reggie. I don't know. We have all these crazy, interesting things happening in the scene to some of the bigger names. And a couple of years ago, you know, you would have never seen a rookie player, you know, publicly making fun of a guy like Reggie or a guy like Carlos. Now this stuff is just happening all over the place now. But also, in one of the craziest turn of events, you know, to end the year in 2022, Max Waldo is leaving to do content creation. I don't know exactly what kind of content creation he does. Again, I'm sure he's going to be Twitch streaming and doing some YouTube and stuff like that. I don't really know how big his socials or anything like that are. But I have seen some of his content, because it pops up all over your timeline and on Reddit and all this stuff. Some of the content creation that he's leaving to do is like TikTok thirst traps, which is, again, an insane sentence. Ending the year on one of the weirdest and craziest sentences. Max Waldo doing TikTok thirst traps, leaving CLOUD9 as a coach to go do that with, I believe it's like his roommates, his girlfriend. I don't really know who everyone is. I don't follow that stuff all that closely, but yeah, videos like this one. I'm not really even sure how much I can show or what I can show, but you know, it's pretty much along the lines of they're like, step bro, we can't see, you gotta help us. And he's like, oh, if you can't see anything, you should buy a pink ward and place it in a bush. And she's like, oh, can you place your pink ward in my bush? Or, you know, something like, I don't know, all that kind of crazy stuff. And like, on one hand, it's really funny, and people have enjoyed it, and it's shareable, and you spread it around, you're like, what the fuck, that's Max Waldo, what's even going on? Obviously there's like attractive women and blah blah blah, but also at the same time it is probably taking advantage of like horny zoomers and young kids who like are going to be playing League of Legends. And so I don't know, super weird. I'm not trying to judge or like say he shouldn't be doing that, or, you know, but it is hilarious and interesting that this is Max Waldo we're talking about, and this is what he's going to be doing next year. Hey, I don't know, just giving you guys some context, giving you guys a whole scoop. That's pretty much it for this video today. Like I said, thank you guys so much for everything that has happened in 2022. I know the end of the year has kind of been slower than I would have liked, and I'm sure you guys would have liked as well. 2022 definitely crazy in a lot of ways, definitely good and bad in a lot of ways. Like I said, I don't know exactly what 2023 is going to have in store. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, but I do, you know, want to wish you guys a happy new year. I hope everything goes well. Hopefully you guys, you know, set some goals, knock them out of the park, all that good stuff. And I'll for sure catch you in 2023. I just don't know exactly at what capacity or what's going to be going on. But yeah, pretty much it for this video today. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I'd appreciate that a ton. Definitely check out Prize Picks, first link in the description below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.